It is time for our main event. And it's going to be six-man tag team action. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Seth Rollins taking on the three masked mystery men. And this all goes back to the night after WrestleMania. A night that was supposed to be about celebration. Roman Reigns defeating his cousin The Rock, becoming WWE World Heavyweight Champion again, and putting an end to the reign of terror of The Rock and his bloodline that we had to endure for the better part of the last year here in the open mic universe. While Roman was in the ring celebrating with the fans, as we were going off the air, Seth Rollins had been attacked back in the back. We didn't know by who. Then later in the week on WCW Thunder, Jey Uso was set in the main event to team with Cody Rhodes to take on Gallows and Anderson. Jey never showed up. Cody had to fight that match on his own in a handicap match. And again, at the conclusion of Thunder, before we went off the air, we found out what happened to Jey Uso. He'd been attacked in the back. Again, didn't know by who. Then later that week on SmackDown, Reigns had seen enough. He came out to the ring, demanded that by the end of SmackDown, whoever was responsible, he knew they were clearly trying to get his attention. And he demanded that they meet him face to face in the ring because he wanted to know what they wanted. What was this all about? Roman would come back down to the ring. Still no response from who was responsible. Then all of a sudden the feed was interrupted, and we heard from one of these masked men. And he laid out exactly why they targeted who they targeted and why they did what they did. And it's all about Roman Reigns. Well, then over time, these men wanted a match. They wanted Roman Reigns. They wanted Jey Uso. They wanted Seth Rollins. Obviously, Jey was already signed to get his rematch against Drew McIntyre, which we saw here at the start of the show. He told Roman he was in. Seth, without hesitation, told Roman he was in. And so that set up this match here tonight in our main event. Now, we still didn't find out anything more about who's behind these masks. But they clearly let it be known that they are not strangers to Roman Reigns. Roman and Jey and Seth have a history with these men. We don't know who they are. We don't even really know what the purpose is other than they believe that Roman Reigns is at the top of this empire of his because they've allowed it, because they haven't been around. And it's because they're not here that has allowed Roman Reigns to reach the levels that he's reached. Now, Reigns has had, as well as Jey and Seth, they've done a lot of things over the years that people would have some grievances over. Right now, they're fan favorites. Right now, they've got the open mic universe behind them. But over the course of their runs, they've done some things to some people. And maybe now, some of those people are here to collect a debt. We'll find out. I guess we will see who's behind this. But clearly, these three men have a big issue with Roman Reigns and anyone associated with him. Super kick there from Jey. Another kick to the face. Jey should try to maybe pry the mask off. Maybe we'll get a peek at who's behind the mask, and ducks. And now Jey sent into the ropes. Blocked there from Jey Uso. Now reversal, forearm. Clothesline, Jey Uso down. Only gets a 2, Roman. Headed out there to break up the count, but it wasn't needed. And now Uso sent into the corner. It's been a rough night for Jey Uso. Comes up short in our opening match as he tried to regain the WCW United States Championship, able to make the tag, but then Rollins eats a boot. Rollins kind of playing possum there. He goes up to the second turnbuckle. One of these masked men able to get out of the way. And now Rollins having that left leg worked on. Goes for the cover. Jey Uso stops the count. Now Rollins back to his feet. Blocks the chop. And Rollins not going for a cover here as he looks to get the masked man to his feet. Delivers a knee to the face, and now Rollins going up top. Frog splash. Rollins hooks the leg. And one of the masked men able to come in and break up the count. Curb stomp. And again Rollins with the cover. And again the count is broken up. Trying to look and see if we can maybe tell. I mean, these outfits that these masked men are wearing, it's really kind of hard to tell. Not really seeing any kind of anything that's giving away who they are. Now the referee goes to make the count. And I don't believe it. This team of masked men has just defeated Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Jey Uso, and the masks are off. That's Daniel Bryan and Cesaro and Dean Ambrose. What a shocking reveal. These guys work for AEW. We're out of time. Tune into Raw, and maybe we'll have some answers. Wow.